this stretch, we go through the well-known Bob Marshall Wilderness Area, or as CDT hikers call it, the Bob. The Bob apparently is the 5th largest wilderness area in the lower 48, which I thought was kind of cool. And as far as I know, it will be the largest wilderness area that I've ever hiked through. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Golly, these things always spew like that. It was supposed to be a 190-mile section from Lincoln to East Glacier Village in Glacier National Park. We were going to go in 3 days and then pick up food at Benchmark Trailhead / campground / ranch. And a lot of hikers have packages sent there, and then Benchmark Wilderness Ranch stores it for them there near the trail. And so that way you're not having to carry 9 days of food. And we got to the area as planned in about 3 days, actually on a rainy day. And we were just gonna camp and head out the next morning. I decided 3 days was long enough to wear one pair of underwear. I mean, normally I'll wear them one way, turn them inside out, and then, you know, the third day, usually wash them. But since it was a rainy day, I didn't really feel like doing that. So I just wore them and figured when I got to camp, I would kind of do some hiker laundry and put on my second pair. Well, there was no second pair. I don't know what happened. I guess the washer in Lincoln ate my underwear. This might be TMI, but, and I might be a gross, stinky hiker, but I'm not gross enough to do a 9-day stretch with one pair of underwear. Not gonna happen. So luckily, Kyle was willing to drive us to town. I was able to get another pair of under breeches, and then the next day we got back on trail. From that rainy day, I learned that the only thing that was really cold on me, or even wet at all, was my feet. And so I thought, you know, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna try something else, because I might not be good at getting to the terminus sooner, but I will be better and smarter at keeping myself warm. So I picked up some neoprene booties. They're like socks / booties, pretty thin, and I think will fit in my shoes fine over my socks. So feel still be wet, but at least they'll be a little bit warmer. Apparently this is a ginormous grizzly track. Aaron is ahead, so I'm not sure if he drew this or somebody else, but it's pretty funny. These trees are on fire. Midnight snack. Hey, aren't you cold?
If you took your phone, well, it's good now.
Seeing cool things in the Bob Marshall Wilderness. You live in a scary place. What is that? First bear print of the Bob Marshall. It's a little mashed up and it's very small, but I think. These little mud pits are telling. Look at those claws. Okay, I think maybe that's a bear print. Backwards. Not sure what these are, but I'd rather see the prints instead of them, I think. Don't stumble. Woohoo! Woohoo! Park. Are you taking a selfie with a turd?
That's not just any turd.
It's a pretty nice, massive bear turd there.
Yeah.
All right, now who's gonna clean all this up? I believe this is the Chinese wall that I've been hearing about. Storm rolled up right as I got to the pass that goes next to it, and sprinkling a tiny bit, but darn, this wind is something else. It is pretty though. I mean, the clouds, the wall, everything. Brutal, but beautiful. Here we are at the Chinese wall and the detour area. The area here to the right of Perk is the alternate we're supposed to take. So we got fires on that trail over there, and we got bears and dead horses on this trail. And so you have the option of going towards aggressive bears near dead horses, or breaking the law and going towards a fire. What page do we turn to? And behold, a dead horse. Somewhere just above. This is an official red temporary disposable plate. That's what all the important messages are written on, apparently.
I mean, if the combat would have happened, I'd go for some good.
Well, I think I'd pick a sunny day because, oh. Is that a little one within a big one? No, I think maybe not. I think there was another type of footprint and then the big one went over it.
Pretty sure that's Sasquatch.
We took the legal dead horse route, of course, and never did see the dead horse. Saw a bunch of signs for it, but must have been dragged off by something already, which is fine by us. Night hiking in the Bob Marshall Wilderness. Never thought I'd be doing this. And there's a moon horizon. And there's this creepy headlamp that keeps following me.
Do coyotes sing like that too? I mean, I've only ever heard the pups sing in a very high-pitched way.
I don't know. Don't sound like coyotes to me. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cold is it?
7 to 8.
Oh. Let's take your breath away, cold.
All right, then 6.
Oh, okay. You're still breathing. Good. This looks fake. It's the Truman Show. Yeah. It looks like if we walk far enough, we'll hit the backdrop. They've been watching us. And that's why every time we get close to Canada, it storms on us. It rains and snows. They're trying to keep us from hitting the backdrop. This means the devil's beating his wife with a frying pan. At least that's what they say back home when it's raining and the sun is out. Did you find the CDT? Whoop whoop.
Left turn would be if we were coming from here.
Perfect.
Hey-o. That's right.
In this stretch, we finally met back up with Aaron. He had been having some computer troubles and whatnot and has been kind of playing catch up ever since. But then this morning, he ended up leaving camp before me and Perk and stayed on the official CDT and missed the turnoff for a lay alternate. And I heard from him earlier, and apparently he's up above 6,800 feet, and it is snowing there. So I don't know if we'll end up seeing him before town, but we'll definitely meet back up in East Glacier. Holy snow moly! Perk,
Yes,
reaction of first real snow.
it's just a dusting.
I guess I'll know how warm these things are gonna keep my feet. Good test. Ooh. Wow. I didn't really feel it yet. Probably won't till I get to the ankle stage. Impressive. It's the bear call. It's like it's raining, but the hill's on fire. I don't know, and it looks smoky and so pretty. This looks like one situation where burning bridges didn't result in catastrophe. Oh.
Well, just do the old. This is not working out very well. Now I'm kind of trapped.
Not hiking and crossing creeks. We're almost done, Park. Oh, now I'm about to get my feet wet. I'll give you a clue. Follow the horse doo-doo. Last night, Perk and I were hiking through this area, and we were trying to get to a ranger cabin that was just a good stopping point. That's about 5.5 miles ahead, and we got to this washed out area here, and we couldn't find the trail, and we were gonna keep bushwhacking around and trying to find it, but sometimes, especially on the CDT, it seems like you have to cut your losses and go, we'll figure this out in the morning light instead of with headlamps. But I was just scouting around this morning, and if you go down there below those downed trees and then finally off into the woods, I can see a beaten path and some horse doo-doo from where somebody who came through on a horse who could see could figure out the way. So I think we made a good call instead of, you know, digging around through all this brush last night and just wasting a lot of time. There's another burr. Another big old burr coming for us. I've been pretty nervous the last, well, just day or so with the rain and last night because I've noticed that my tent has tiny pinholes in it again, and I know this time it's not from me cowboy camping on it because I haven't been doing that. So anyway, it did come a big downpour last night, and luckily my scent wasn't wet. On the half a dozen or so pinholes I saw, I did try to put some repair tape, but because it's been so damp and rainy, it just really wasn't sticking well. So I'll repair it and let it set once I get to town. The Bob Marshall Wilderness is as beautiful and really as wild as they say. I mean, we've seen some hunters off in here on horseback, but no other hikers except for Perk, Aaron, and myself. Today is sunny and beautiful and nothing like the 2 days before where we got rained on and off pretty much all day. And man, this feels nice. But yeah, today we will be reaching East Glacier Village, and it's like Grand Central Station for the northbounders who are about to finish or the ones who have finished, officially entering Glacier National Park before starting this last section, which I'm pretty convinced is going to be more misery than fun, but it's that type 2 fun, so it'll be all right.